All right, everybody. My name's David. I'm here opening the new House of X booster brick case. I bought it from GameNerds.com. They were kind enough to let me actually open it up here at their facilities. We're going to crack it open, take a look at everything that we've got, and we'll go from there. I'll probably only be highlighting like the rares and super rares and chases, etc. We pretty much know what all the commons and stuff do. We'll look for all the team up cards as well, see if there's anything good in here, and wish me luck. We'll hope for the best, and then I'll leave my affiliate link for Game Nerds down below the video, so feel free to check them out. They're a great shop, get everything shipped out on time, and it usually comes in pretty good condition, so definitely check them out. They're pretty good prices, so forth, so check them out, and we'll get started. Alright, so like I said, this is a sealed case. Let me know down below if there's anything you are really actually like looking forward to the most in this set. I know for me, Kate Pryde is probably one of the ones that I'm most interested in. I'm a huge Kitty Pryde fan. Her and Colossus are probably two of my favorite X-Men. So we'll go ahead and crack open this first brick. Sorry for the noise. The plastic wrap around these usually makes quite a bit of noise, but here's what the booster boxes actually look like in this set. So there are the core X-Men, Professor X, Magneto, Wolverine, Jean Grey, so forth. And then you've got the new teams for the new X books. On the back, you've got Old Man Phoenix, and then the Excalibur team and X-Force. So we'll go ahead and crack these open and see what we get. So first booster pack is, we've got Cardinal, Gold Balls or Egg. We've got Cypher, Polaris, and excuse me, I called this one earlier Cypher. That's Chamber. Cypher's over here. So there's what we've got. We'll take a look at Chamber's card for, or Cardinal's card for this, excuse me. And we'll see if we've got any team up cards in here. No team up cards. But here's Cardinal. I'm looking forward to all the X-Men in this set actually. So, or not the X-Men, the Horsemen, excuse me. Well, looks like a pretty good dial. Definitely will be giving him a go. I like the future keyword as well. So we'll set that one off to the side. Next pack we will open is we pulled our first super rare. That's exciting. It's actually one I was actually kind of looking forward to also, so that's good. We've got Sage, who looks deceptively like Jubilee, so it always confuses me. Then we've got Elixir, who we haven't had in a long time. I think it was another old X-Men set that we got him in. We got Cyclops. We got Captain Britain, Betsy Braddock, who I was looking forward to. I'm glad we actually got her. She's just the super in this pack. And then we got Major Christopher Summers, Corsair. So we'll take a look and see if we have any team-up cards in this pack. And we will look at Captain Britain's card. I know most of these dials have already been shown. There's just something about actually seeing them on the card, though, which is pretty exciting. So here's her card. I know I'm definitely looking forward to making a bunch of teams with her. Spider-Ham in the previous set can actually make her into a Spider-Man family keyword theme team. So I know I'm definitely looking forward to that. I like making those goofy like shenanigan theme teams, but pretty good dial, especially for 80 points. She'll definitely probably see a lot of sealed play if you're able to actually play anywhere or play at home with your friends, which I recommend the most. But if you do have people to play with outside of the house, then definitely try running some sealed events with some packs and whatnot between you and your friends. I know we do that sometimes on occasion, but yeah, definitely look forward to playing her. So the next pack number 3. So we've got 1 super rare so far out of this break. Okay, let's see who the rare in this pack is. Oh, okay. A character that we don't have a whole lot of until recently. We started getting her more. But so in this pack we've got, let's see, that's Rachel Gray. And we've got another Cypher, and Hepzibah, who we haven't had in a long time. I know my buddy is a huge Starjammers fan, so he'll look forward to her. And then Prestige is actually our rare in this pack. And Havoc. We'll take a look at the card for Prestige. See if there's any team-up cards. I'm trying to see what our team-up card and ratio is going to look like for bricks. But here's Prestige's card, another Starjammer. So, like I said, my friend will be happy. Some pretty good keywords for her. She's not super expensive, I don't believe. 75 points, not too bad, but she definitely provides a lot. And then that also that late stop click with the running shot pulse wave at the end. Look out for that. I think that's pulse wave. Yeah, that's pulse wave. Sorry, my camera made it look like energy explosion. But yeah, definitely, she'll definitely probably see a lot of play, especially for that late dial. So we will crack open the next pack. Tell me what layout y'all like opening packs as well. I know some people like the second from the back on the left and stuff like that, just because they've had good pulls from there before. Let me know what usually works for y'all the best. We've got a couple duplicates already, and we're only 4 packs in, and this pack is mostly duplicates, but that's usually what happens, and that's good in trade fodder and able to be sold online. But our rare in this pack is actually Armor, who we haven't seen in a long time. I like her last sculpt quite a bit, where it was just the big suit of armor. And then we've actually got Psylocke over here as well, who we haven't had yet. But I'm definitely liking these bigger sculpts. The paint looks a lot better on these sculpts than it normally does. And you can kind of tell sometimes like the eyes are actually in the correct position on a lot of these. So that's usually a little thing that me and my buddies always like to point out, is we like ones with messed up sculpts and whatnot, just because like sometimes the necks will be elongated. No team-up cards in this one, but here's Armor's card, since she's the rare in this set. New Mutants, X-Men, Armor. Armor is a keyword that I definitely fancy. I'm a huge Iron Man fan, so I'll definitely take all the Armor characters that we can. And her having support, she'll probably actually see quite a bit of play on my Armor theme teams. And anybody that can buff Armor as well definitely always sees support on the teams. So we will go to pack number 5 now. I've also got the Fast Forces that we can open afterwards. And it looks like we actually have our Chase figure in this pack. Wasn't necessarily the Chase that I was looking forward to the most, but a Chase figure is a Chase figure, so it doesn't bother me too much per se. So we've got I believe that's Sunspot. It looked a little like Forge there. A Mr. Sinister clone, Karima, and then we have the Krakoan Gateway, which is our Chase figure. And then we have Hepzibah again. We'll probably actually save the dial for the Chase figure last. But it looks like we also did get a team-up card in this pack for Karima, our rare. We got a rare and a Chase together. And it's for the Marauders. So here's the team-up card for her, Marauders, which looks like it's pretty good. Sorry for that noise right there. That's actually the printer that's going in this room that they're letting me use. So looks like she'll definitely be pretty good for Marauders, which she doesn't have the Marauders keyword, but her team up is for the Marauders. So definitely interesting. We'll see how that plays out, but she seems like she's pretty good. I remember using the old one quite a bit in one of those old X-Men sets, so she'll probably definitely see some play. And why not? We'll look at the Krakoan Gateway right now. So here he is, Horseman, Quiet Council, X-Men, and Future. Seems to have some pretty good powers. Being able to use the Outwit, Perplex, and Prob of opposing characters is definitely going to be pretty useful. Like I said, it wasn't the chase I was looking forward to the most, but he's definitely more of a support piece, so that'll be good to use for the X-Men and Horseman teams, which, now that we have the Horseman keyword, it will definitely be beneficial. But so we are on to pack number 6 now, and we have pulled 1 chase and 1 super rare, and it actually looks like we just pulled our 2nd super rare in this pack. So yeah, like I said, I was a little bummed out that we got the Krakoan Gateway, but it's still a good to get at least get a chase. Sometimes there aren't always chases in these cases, unfortunately. We also got another team-up card in this set, and the Krakoan Revival card. So first we'll look at our character that got her team-up card. Whoops, I didn't even show you all the pack. How dare me. So we got a... Okay, so we got Beast. And then Dr... I don't actually know this character. Dr. Alia Gregor. Of course, Emma Frost, the White Queen. Elixir. And then we got Omega, who's the same sculpt as Karima, just painted a little differently. But she's our super rare in this pack. Okay, and the team-up card that we got for this pack is Emma Frost. For Kate Pryde, Sebastian Shaw. So kind of playing off the new Hellfire Club, with Kitty Pryde being on that and Sebastian Shaw, and giving them Steel Energy, and Lines of Fire can't use Stealth, Steel Energy, Regen, and Outwit if 2 of them are 2+ on the map. Opposing characters with the 3 squares can't use all those powers, so that's really good. It'll definitely bust up some stealth teams with people running Batman and stuff like that. So, and she actually came with the Krakoan Revival card, so we'll take a look at that. We've already seen this a little bit, but it gives you all these names. Like, you've got the Chase Apocalypse down here. You've got Nightcrawler, Kate Pryde, which both of those are super rares. Marvel Girl and the Fast Forces. I'm wondering how many times this will actually get used quite a bit. It's got some good pogs in here, so take a look out for those. I definitely like things that can spawn pogs for sure, so I'll probably at least try that once or twice, that Krakoan Revival stuff. I don't imagine myself using it a whole lot, but we'll see. Here's the card for Omega. Sentinel Deity Future Robot. She looks like she's going to wind up actually being pretty good, so I'm kind of glad that I pulled her. She'll definitely get some play. She's got the new Power Cosmic Team ability down here, so they got rid of big old Galactus's head. But yeah, she's got a pretty long dial for 200 points, so I'll definitely be interested to see how well she does on a game. Probably on a Sentinel theme team or something. We'll see how we decide to use her. So 4 packs left in this, and we've gotten 2 super rares and a chase figure. Let's see, and we've got a duplicate rare and the same brick. That always kind of sucks, but I know my friend's actually looking for her, so looking for him, excuse me, so that'll be good trade fodder. So we already got Cardinal, Domino, Zorn, just the regular one, not the Prime. We got Douglock and Havoc. So since we've already looked at our rare in this pack, we'll just move on to the next pack. Let me make sure there's no team-up cards in here. Doesn't look like it, so we will go on to the next. That'll definitely start making it a little bit easier once we start seeing more and more rares out of the other packs later on. Let's see, who's the rare in here? Oh, okay, that's a new rare. Excuse me. So yeah, we've got Douglock, we've got Proteus, which is pretty exciting that we got him again. Sunspot, you've got Moira McTaggart herself, and then we've got Forge. So it's pretty cool to see Forge again. I know we haven't seen him a lot recently. Last time I think we saw him was in the was one of the convention prizes, but we'll definitely take a look at Proteus's card. I'm definitely excited to see him and see how he plays. The 5 and the X-Men keywords. The 5 will probably be an interesting team to play for sure. So I don't know how well they'll do in like competitive games, but 5. Take a look at Proteus's card. He is our rare. Not super expensive. It looks like he can deal some damage, which is pretty good. So it's always nice seeing him. And then like I said, last time we got him, well, I think he was the entity in that one in one of the X-Men sets, and he was kind of expensive if you didn't play him as the entity. Well, I take that back. I think he was a Colossal in the Phoenix animated series set. So, but either way, it's always good to get characters that we don't always get until they start making, who knows, maybe they'll start making like 20 Proteuses like they do Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, etc. We do have a new rare in this pack, so we'll definitely take a look at him. You've got Cyclops, you've got Vulcan, you've got Havoc, you've got Corsair, and you've got Rachel Gray, which just looks like it's actually a thematic pack. If you look at it, you'll notice a common theme amongst this pack. I'll let y'all tell me what that is down below. But Vulcan's actually a rare, so we'll take a look at his card. Doesn't look like there's any team-up cards in this pack, so far we're sitting on 2 team-up cards in this one brick, which, if it's anything like one of the older sets, I think I got 3 per brick or so. I'm not quite sure. But here's Vulcan's card, X-Men and Cosmic. Looks like he's pretty good. He's 37A. I know the Prime is the Emperor Vulcan, which my buddy's looking forward to quite a bit. So he's not bad for 140 points. He's got the new Power Cosmic team ability. Looks like he can pack quite a bit of a punch, even at his 75 point dial. So it'll definitely be interested in using him. That hypersonic speed power is pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of hypersonic speed. After playing that Vet Superman all the time back in the day, and playing against him was just kind of disgusting. And I'm glad that they changed it to where you can't use super strength with him anymore. So our last pack, we actually pulled a rare we didn't have and another team-up card. So that's always good. This pack has 3 pieces we haven't seen in it. So we've got a Nathaniel Summers, Mr. Sinister himself. We've got Raza, who is our rare. And then we've got Shard, who I'm glad we're finally getting. Moira and Forge. Well, like I said, Raza's our rare, so we'll take a look at him, and then we'll take a look at the team-up card, which is for Mr. Sinister. Let me know also down below, like I said, which pieces y'all are excited for the most in this set, and then the pieces that you're hoping to get in the new Fantastic Four set, the Future Foundation one. I know I'm a King the Conqueror fan, so as many versions of him that we can get as possible, I'm definitely will take. So here's the card for Mr. Sinister's team-up card, the Marauders. Which I'm definitely looking forward to the Marauders, because I did like that new Marauders book where Kate Pride was leading the team. So this card might actually make it onto those teams. And he comes with the Crocona Revival card himself as well. So it looks like all the members that have that trait are probably going to come with the card. So you might have quite a bit of extras of that card. But that Marauders team thing up there looks pretty good. So here's his dial. Not too bad for 85 points. He's a character we've been seeing quite a bit of recently, so that's pretty surprising. And here's our rare, Raza. It's been a long time since they've made a lot of these Starjammers. Raza, Chode, I think is how you pronounce his name, and Hepzibah. We haven't seen them in a long time, so it's definitely really good to see them again. And for 45 points, that's pretty good. I know one of the guy who actually taught me how to play, one of my old buddies, he's real big into cheap Charging Blades pieces, so he'll definitely like seeing Raza. So that is it for the first break. So we pulled 2 uncommon team-up cards and a rare team-up card in one break, and we got 3 super rares in the chase in that first break. So we will open the second break now, and we'll see what we get. So definitely not expecting a chase figure in here since we already got one in that break. Who knows, maybe it'll be the off chance where you get the 2 chase figures per case. We haven't seen the prime yet, so who knows, it could wind up being the super rare prime, which hopefully it is. But we shall see. And pack number 1, we already got our prime, it looks like. So, which is cool. I'm glad that I got this prime. So, we shall take a look and see. Alright, so here's our pack. We got Rachel Gray, Dr. Elia, Elixir, Tessa, and we got Emperor Vulcan Prime, the rare prime. So we'll take a look at his card and see what he can do. So, like I said, we'll see after we get this whole case how many team-up cards we wind up with per case. Buying per case is definitely the way to go. I know for sure it's more expensive, but that way you're at least 90% guaranteed a chase figure and a prime. Sometimes it doesn't always happen, but for sure it's definitely better to buy by the case. But hey, you never know what you might get out of just buying one pack. So Emperor Vulcan, he's definitely pretty cool looking sculpt. Like I said, I'm definitely digging this bigger sculpts. It definitely allows them to get more detail on them. But man, for 175 points, a lot cheaper than the old Emperor Vulcan that we had back in, I think it was Giant Size X-Men. He was like over 300 points, I think. This one definitely would probably put him to shame nowadays, with how cheap they've started making stuff. So definitely glad that it was at least a rare prime that we pulled. We'll see if it's one of those off chances where you get more than one prime, or more than one chase figure even, which would definitely be good for both. And we've got our first super rare out of this next brick. And we will see if we got any team-up cards as well. I'll go ahead and get her card out so we can have her ready. Okay, so we will take a look at the pack now. So we've got Psylocke, what looks like another Sunspot, Beast, Shard, and Jubilee with a little baby on the back. It's pretty cute. Pretty cool sculpt for Jubilee. She doesn't usually get a bad sculpt, so it's cool to see her. Kind of a shame that she's a super rare, but we'll see what she can do with that. Makes her a super rare. I know one of the past times we got her, she was a super rare also, so definitely they really like making Jubilee a little more difficult to get. But she's got Excalibur, Gen X, X-Men, Monster, Mystical. She seems like she's going to be pretty good. We'll see what her point value looks like. It's definitely weird seeing Indomitable on the Jubilee, but I guess that's probably for the dragon. But yeah, there it is. That's the dragon stuff back here probably. So she looks like she's pretty good, 50 points, and I'll definitely be using her. See what kind of trouble we can get into with her. So she'll definitely see a lot of play. I like running teams of a bunch of cheap characters against higher point teams that might only have like one beat stick. It definitely makes it a little more challenging per se. So we've got a rare in this pack and a team up card for that rare. And it's actually the team up card I wanted with this rare, so I'm glad we got it. We'll take a look at him and get out his team up card. So, and yeah, he has the Krakoan Revival with him, so we don't need to look at that card. I'm just going to stop naming some of these because we've seen some of them already. We haven't seen her. Who is that? I'm not sure. I know that character, Tempest. And then we've got Professor X. Charles Xavier himself is our rare. And that's who we got our team up card for. And it is for the Illuminati. Friendly characters with the Illuminati keyword are on the map. Equipped opposing characters can't have their combat values positively modified. That's definitely really good, especially with all these equipments that we've seen recently with all those Soul Stones in the Black Panther set, and then the equipment in the Spider-Man set, and you've got all sorts of equipment now that people could have that definitely modify their combat values. I mean, even if you're trying to perplex those people, they can have it modified. So that's definitely going to be a pretty good card to use for him. Like I said, I like using the Illuminati because I'm an Iron Man fan. So it's definitely always cool to see more Illuminati members. And I'm definitely, like I said, glad that we got this card for him. With it being a rare, they're going to be a lot more difficult to get. So it's pretty cool. I'll definitely give Charles a try and see. Oh, we didn't look at the back of his dial. I'm sorry if I haven't been showing you the back of the dials. There's the back of Professor X. That mind control power is crazy. But, yeah, doesn't look too bad. That defend with a 19 on his last click is pretty crazy. It'll be definitely interesting to see if you get knocked to that or knocked right past it. I'm sure that's one of those things where people will probably try to memorize it so you don't get knocked to it. Because having a team of a bunch of people with 19 defenses can be pretty tricky to deal with sometimes. Although attack values keep getting higher and higher and higher, so it's definitely going to be very interesting. And look at that. That is actually a duplicate rare right in the next pack. We got another Professor Xavier in this pack. We've actually seen everybody in this pack. Let me see if by the off chance there's another team-up card for him. There is not. So the only piece we haven't seen in this set in this pack was this version of Psylocke that we have right here. Like I said, we got Professor X, Zorn, Christopher Summers, and Rachel Gray. So 2 bricks in a row in this case where we've had a duplicate rare. The first one was, who was it in the first pack? Oh, it was Cardinal. So hopefully I don't wind up missing a rare that I was actually looking forward to. I know Professor X will be easy trade bait, so that's not too bad, I guess. We got a pretty interesting looking pack here. And we got another team-up card. So that's definitely pretty cool. So we'll take a look at both of those and the rares in those packs. So here is our rare in this pack. So we've got Cyclops and Kid Omega as our rare. Definitely pretty cool. I like the old one that they made of him. And then you got Shard, Mr. Sinister clone, and Mr. Sinister himself. So we'll take a look at the team-up card in this set. It is actually for Cyclops in this pack. And it's for Marvel Girl and Wolverine. That's pretty cool for their... if you roll a 3, they increase their attack total by 3, which is pretty good. It'll definitely come in handy, so hitting some of those harder to hit pieces if you roll a 3. I'm not a huge Cyclops fan myself, but he may see some play at some point, especially for this team-up card. We'll see. And then here's Kid Omega's card. He looks like he's going to wind up being pretty good. Probably one of the few characters in this set with the Avengers keyword, which is kind of interesting to see him with the Avengers keyword. I'm not so sure I know exactly where that is from, but looks like a pretty potent dial for not a ton of points. So we'll see how he does. Always Avengers pieces in every set. Seems like you can't even go a DC set sometimes without an Avenger appearing. But hey, it is what it is. You gotta make what sells, and can't complain there. So we have our second super rare, I believe, out of this brick, which is one we haven't seen in a while, I believe. We will take a look at his card as well. It's cool that we're, like I said, that we're seeing some of these characters that we haven't really seen in a long time, because most of the time they will only make appearances in sets where there's tons of mutants. So we'll take a look at this pack. We've seen all of these except for Black Tom Cassidy, who looks pretty cool. Like I said, I remember the old one working pretty well with Juggernaut, so we'll see if this one has anything to do that can possibly work with Juggernaut. Here's his card. Black Tom, number 60, super rare. Seems pretty interesting for 65 points. Not so sure if he's going to work with the Juggernaut very well, but he gets shape change, but only if he occupies hindering terrain, which is cool. And he's got the power that places him within hindering terrain, so that should be pretty interesting to play, especially if you play him on a map with, like, you win map roll and pick a map that has tons of hindering to your advantage. That'll definitely be a huge benefit. We are down to 4 packs left in this case. Wow, are you kidding me? Okay, so we actually have a duplicate pack in this same box that has another rare, another Professor X rare. No team up card, but it's the same as that Professor X pack earlier with the Psylocke, Professor X, Corsair, Zorn, and Rachel Summers. So that's 3 Professor X's in this brick. Kind of unfortunate. I was hoping maybe like even at least one of the other 3 would have came with another team up card. That would have always been a plus, but like the Rolling Stones said, you can't always get what you want. So we got another super rare now, and another rare, which we have already seen, which is another duplicate rare out of this case. But the super rare is one that people seemed to be pretty high on. So we'll take a look at her. Here is our pack. So you got Sunspot, Elixir, another Forge, Proteus, and Mother. We'll actually turn her around. I know we don't want the booty shot right off the bat. So that's what she looks like. So she'll definitely an interesting version of Moira that I saw people asking if she'd be a competitive piece. So we'll see how she winds up turning out. But she's also a title character for this set, which is definitely good that Moira is the title character. A lot of this House of X stuff revolves around her. So it's definitely interesting to see her. We'll take a look at the back, and we'll look at some of the plot points. So definitely 35 points is definitely pretty cheap for a title character. Most of y'all know how those title plot points already work, so we'll just look at these. We'll give a quick glance of the whole card. Cool. So we'll move on to the next pack. So like I said, we've got 2 left. We've pulled, I think it's 3 super rares and a prime in this brick already. So it looks like that might be just about it on our good pulls, but we'll see. We might be getting another team up card here at some point. Who knows? Which we have a rare that we haven't seen at this point, which is good considering we had 3 Professor X in this in 1 brick. I'll just show just the rare in this pack. We've seen everything else. Hope Summers is the rare as part of the 5. So we'll take a look at her card. Pretty cool. Definitely different than a lot of the Hope that we've been seeing recently. So we can all hope that this last pack has something pretty crazy in it to make up for all 3 of those Professor X's in this pack, in this break. So here we go with the last pack. I'll show a quick glance at the Fast Forces in the Play at Home kit as well. Somebody brought those in here to me earlier to show off. And there is another duplicate rare. So this last break definitely wasn't the best, although we did get a rare prime in it. So I'll just show you all what this pack is, and then we'll wrap up the video, show you all the last couple things. So here's the same pack. Not the same pack that we saw earlier, but Cylon, Cypher, Elixir, Gold Balls, and Prestige. So that'll definitely wrap it up. Here, we're not going to go through every dial of the Fast Forces, but here's the Fast Forces for the set. You've got Beast, Jean, Wolverine, Forge, Sage, Domino, and we will take a look at the Rogue from the Play at Home kit. So here's Rogue, definitely cool looking with the Apocalypse grin, and there's her dial. I'll definitely probably be using this piece. Rogue's a pretty cool character to me, so it's definitely interesting. I'll have to go read this issue where she became Apocalypse. So that's going to be it for today. Let me know if y'all liked the unboxing video. I'll probably do another one for the Future Foundation set. And see y'all later. Make sure to like the video and share it with your buddies. Hope y'all have better luck on y'all's pulls, at least out of the second break. The first break was pretty good, but second could have definitely gone a lot better. Like I said, take care, God bless, and we'll see y'all.